In 2023, Texas witnessed a sharp increase in bear break-ins, with a total of 285 incidents, a 35% rise compared to the previous year. A typical case in a small town involved a 1,100-pound, about 450 kilograms, brown bear that smashed through the kitchen window, raided the refrigerator, stole food, and caused an estimated $115,000 in damages to the window and appliances. An experienced hunter recalled the terrifying moment when he faced a 1,400-pound, about 640 kilograms, aggressive brown bear, suddenly appearing just 15 meters away. Instinctively, he screamed and ran. To address the escalating situation, the state implemented a mandatory 3-day training course for hunters, teaching them to recognize signs of bear attacks, use pepper spray for self-defense, and move safely in the wild. Since the program began, bear attacks on hunters have decreased by about 40% over the past 2 years. In 2023, Texas underwent significant changes in its operations. Local authorities tightened licensing standards to improve safety and conservation, doubling the training duration to 40 hours, compared to the previous 20 hours. In 2020, 1,200 licenses were issued to hunters, but by 2024, that number dropped to 800. These licensing numbers reflect the effective efforts of local authorities in managing the bear population. Thanks to stricter regulations, human-bear conflicts have decreased by 55% compared to previous decades.
70, huh? Done.
To qualify for a hunting license, hunters must be at least 21 years old, pass a physical fitness test, score at least 85 out of 100 on a shooting competency test, and have at least 2 years of experience hunting big game. This screening process evaluates the hunter's capabilities, minimizing the risks of accidents and human-bear conflicts while balancing long-term hunting with conservation goals. The training program is designed as a practical exam. The course includes survival skills in the wild, recognizing bear behavior and signs, handling weapons in harsh weather conditions, and first aid. Physically, participants must run 2.5 miles in 25 minutes, hike uphill with a 44-pound, about 20 kilograms, backpack, and complete situational exercises like dealing with wind direction carrying human scent while handling a gun malfunction. Local data shows that around 70% of participants are Texas residents, while 30% come from out of state or abroad. In Texas' vast forested areas, bear hunting is managed seasonally, typically from September to November. Each year, licensed hunters are only allowed to hunt one bear, either black or brown, per season, forcing careful decision-making. In certain areas with bear populations of around 700 to 800, hunts are directly supervised by rangers. Effective bear hunting requires a clear plan and strategy. The ideal range for taking down a mature bear is about 60 yards, around 60 meters, which is also a safer distance for hunters when facing a dangerous animal. Bear hunting demands patience and caution. Hunters must move quietly, avoid making noise, and maintain a safe distance. When encountering a bear, hunters should conceal themselves in downwind areas so their scent doesn't reach the animal. Ideal hiding spots are often behind large trees or rocky outcrops.
Populations.
Before each trip, hunters should check their license and 40-hour training, verify that their ammunition and equipment comply with regulations, and review the latest updates on quotas, hunting season dates, access routes, and report results as required. This is the journey of hunters and farmers standing up to protect their livelihoods from bear invasions. What do you think about this journey? Leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Two gunshots shattered the silence, and a massive North American black bear collapsed to the ground. A scene that once felt like something from an old hunting film has now become a harsh reality across rural Canada. Here, farmers and hunters are caught in the rapid surge of bear populations, which are causing severe damage to agriculture and local livelihoods. But the destruction doesn't stop at the field's edge. Bears have begun wandering into towns and small communities, rummaging through everything, breaking into barns, and appearing in places people never expected. Authorities have captured and relocated them deep into the wilderness, but hunger always drives them back. With losses increasing and patience wearing thin, farmers and hunters have taken up weapons. Not for sport, but for survival. Yet the government faces a difficult challenge: how to protect rural life while maintaining the delicate balance between humans and wildlife. Preparing for a successful bear hunt requires not only skill but also strategy, patience, and absolute focus. Hunters often use special bait, a mix of honey, seeds, and ripe fruit. Its rich, sweet scent spreads far, making it irresistible to black bears. The bait is placed in large barrels or hung low on branches to lure bears from deep in the forest. Once the bear lowers its head to feed, the snare tightens automatically, and a precise shot decides the outcome. Bears are highly intelligent, cautious, and possess a sense of smell sharp enough to detect human scent from hundreds of meters away. At the slightest hint of danger, they vanish without a trace or become aggressive, forcing even seasoned hunters to retreat. In Alberta, bear hunting isn't a free activity, but a tightly regulated system built on safety, respect, and conservation. Each licensed hunter is allowed only one bear per season, usually lasting from April to June. Before being permitted to hunt, they must complete a certified safety course, learn proper species identification, and commit to making a humane, accurate shot. This set of rules emphasizes precision and respect for wildlife. In 2022, about 3,000 bear hunting permits were issued, but only 1/4 of hunters succeeded. Around 750 bears were taken down. Every hunt is recorded and monitored by conservation officers who use the data to track population health and adjust yearly quotas. This balanced management helps maintain a stable bear population while preserving responsible hunting traditions. While many hunters enjoy bow hunting for the challenge and stealth, experienced specialists prefer rifles for their power and range. Black bears roam dense forests, stream areas, and food-rich habitats, requiring hunters to be observant and deeply knowledgeable about the wild. Hunters follow tracks, claw marks, scat, and even scarred tree trunks to locate signs of bear activity. Most hunters use large caliber rifles such as the Ruger Hawkeye or the 338 Winchester Magnum, both capable of taking down an adult bear when used correctly. The ideal distance is usually between 60 and 100 yards, close enough for accuracy, yet far enough for safety. Even then, a single shot isn't always enough. Depending on angle and ammunition, 2 or 3 precise shots may be required to subdue a bear. This is when calmness becomes crucial. In the wild, losing composure can mean losing control. Every hunter must be ready to aim, fire, or retreat when necessary. Should bear hunting continue to serve as a tool for protection and population control? Or should we search for more humane ways to share our land with the wild? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more compelling stories from the wilderness, where humans are still learning to live with respect, balance, and understanding. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next adventure.
Deep in the northern forests of Maine, far from logging roads and summer cabins, black bears have become a destructive force that few rural families can withstand. In just one night, a single bear can ruin months of hard work, leaving families without food or income. It is no surprise that bears have gained a bad reputation in these regions. For generations, locals have tried everything: electric fences, barking dogs, noise-making devices, even relocation programs. Yet nothing seems strong enough to stop the remarkable power and resourcefulness of these animals. What was once an occasional nuisance has turned into a full-scale crisis, threatening the survival of entire communities. And the big question remains: how do you stop a predator like this? The forests of Maine have become a true testing ground, where skill matters more than firepower. Unlike rifle hunting, which offers safety through distance, bow hunting demands patience, stealth, and absolute precision. To succeed, hunters must move closer and rely solely on their own abilities rather than the long reach of a bullet. Every second becomes tense when the margin for error is measured in only a few meters.
Go.
In this rugged wilderness, where bears weigh from 90 to over 180 kilograms, preparation is essential. Hunters need more than proper gear, they need courage, focus, and mental endurance. Facing one of North America's most formidable predators at close range requires calmness, steady hands, and deep respect for the wild. The way the forest responds to you can decide the success or failure of an entire hunt. Seasonal hunters often favor compound bows for their accuracy, smooth draw, and sheer power. A draw weight of 60 to 70 pounds, about 27 to 31 kilograms, is considered ideal, strong enough to bring down a fully grown bear. In Maine's dense forests, hunters rarely take long-distance shots. Most opportunities occur at close range, typically from 15 to 30 yards, about 1.5 to 2.7 meters, sometimes feeling more like a face-to-face encounter than a chase. Although a bear's nose can detect scents from far away, its eyesight is less sharp, giving hunters a narrow window to approach. Even so, precision remains the top priority. A poorly placed arrow not only loses the opportunity but can also lead to a long and dangerous pursuit deep into the wilderness. But accuracy alone is not enough. Training under pressure is just as important, because nothing compares to the moment a black bear suddenly appears at extremely close range. In that instant, calmness and sharp focus determine success or failure. In Maine, baiting remains one of the most common, legal, and effective methods for bow hunting bears. Properly placed bait stations create predictable movement paths, giving hunters ideal shooting angles. And of course, safety must always come first. Black bears are not usually aggressive, but a startled or wounded bear can become unpredictable. They can sprint at over 48 kilometers per hour, climb trees with ease, and strike with sharp claws. That is why hunters must stay alert at all times. Imagine standing just a few meters from a massive, Fierce bear, how would you feel? We would love to hear your thoughts. Leave your comment below. And if this story interests you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more hunting adventures from around the world.
Two gunshots shattered the silence, and a massive North American black bear collapsed to the ground. A scene that once felt like something from an old hunting film has now become a harsh reality across rural Canada. Here, farmers and hunters are caught in the rapid surge of bear populations, which are causing severe damage to agriculture and local livelihoods. But the destruction doesn't stop at the field's edge. Bears have begun wandering into towns and small communities, rummaging through everything, breaking into barns, and appearing in places people never expected. Authorities have captured and relocated them deep into the wilderness, but hunger always drives them back. With losses increasing and patience wearing thin, farmers and hunters have taken up weapons, not for sport, but for survival. Yet the government faces a difficult challenge: how to protect rural life while maintaining the delicate balance between humans and wildlife. Preparing for a successful bear hunt requires not only skill but also strategy, patience, and absolute focus. Hunters often use special bait, a mix of honey, seeds, and ripe fruit. Its rich, sweet scent spreads far, making it irresistible to black bears. The bait is placed in large barrels or hung low on branches to lure bears from deep in the forest. Once the bear lowers its head to feed, the snare tightens automatically, and a precise shot decides the outcome. Bears are highly intelligent, cautious, and possess a sense of smell sharp enough to detect human scent from hundreds of meters away. At the slightest hint of danger, they vanish without a trace, or become aggressive, forcing even seasoned hunters to retreat. In Alberta, bear hunting isn't a free activity but a tightly regulated system built on safety, respect, and conservation. Each licensed hunter is allowed only one bear per season, usually lasting from April to June. Before being permitted to hunt, they must complete a certified safety course, learn proper species identification, and commit to making a humane, accurate shot. This set of rules emphasizes precision and respect for wildlife. In 2022, about 3,000 bear hunting permits were issued, but only 1/4 of hunters succeeded. Around 750 bears were taken down. Every hunt is recorded and monitored by conservation officers who use the data to track population health and adjust yearly quotas. This balanced management helps maintain a stable bear population while preserving responsible hunting traditions. While many hunters enjoy bow hunting for the challenge and stealth, experienced specialists prefer rifles for their power and range. Black bears roam dense forests, stream areas, and cliff habitats, requiring hunters to be observant and deeply knowledgeable about the wild. Hunters follow tracks, claw marks, scab, and even scarred tree trunks to locate signs of bear activity. Most hunters use large caliber rifles such as the Ruger Hawkeye or the 338 Winchester Magnum, both capable of taking down an adult bear when used correctly. The ideal distance is usually between 60 and 100 yards, close enough for accuracy, yet far enough for safety. Even then, a single shot isn't always enough. Depending on angle and ammunition, 2 or 3 precise shots may be required to subdue a bear. This is when calmness becomes crucial. In the wild, losing composure can mean losing control. Every hunter must be ready to aim, fire, or retreat when necessary. Should bear hunting continue to serve as a tool for protection and population control, or should we search for more humane ways to share our land with the wild? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more compelling stories from the wilderness, where humans are still learning to live with respect, balance, and understanding. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next adventure.
In 2023, several small towns across Texas began facing an unusual rise in bear intrusions, something locals had never experienced at such a scale. Reports poured in as families discovered their yards overturned, trash cans ripped open, and in one alarming case, a massive brown bear smashed through a kitchen window and tore apart the refrigerator in search of food. The damage left behind was devastating, and the fear it created spread quickly through the community. A seasoned hunter later recalled a chilling moment in the woods when he suddenly found himself only a few steps away from a bear so large it seemed to block out the trees behind him. The shock of that encounter made him realize how quickly these situations could escalate. As the number of incidents increased, state officials had no choice but to step in with stronger protective measures. A mandatory multi-day training program was introduced to help hunters recognize early warning signs and learn how to handle close encounters under real outdoor conditions. Since the program was implemented, attacks on hunters have dropped significantly, proving that proper training can make an enormous difference in the wilderness. The state continued tightening regulations in the following years. Training hours were doubled, skill assessments became more challenging, and the number of hunting permits was reduced to ensure more responsible management. These changes reflected a determined effort to maintain balance between human activity and the bear population. In many regions once known for constant conflict, peace gradually returned as stricter rules began to take effect. To qualify for a hunting permit, every participant must now pass a rigorous screening process. Requirements include age restrictions, physical endurance tests, and demonstrations of firearm proficiency. Each evaluation is designed to confirm that hunters are capable of handling unpredictable situations deep in the forest. This system works like a filter, selecting only those with the experience and discipline needed to operate safely while still respecting conservation goals. The training itself goes far beyond classroom lessons. Participants run long distances, climb steep terrain with heavy packs, and practice responding to sudden changes in weather. They learn to read bear behavior, identify signs of agitation, and understand how quickly a calm animal can turn dangerous. These intense sessions place considerable pressure on those attending, but they also give them the confidence to navigate the wild with a clearer understanding of the risks. In the vast timberlands of Texas, bear hunting is limited to a short seasonal window every year. Hunters are restricted to taking only one bear per season, a rule designed to protect the overall population. Some forests with stable bear numbers are monitored directly by wildlife officers, who supervise the hunt to ensure every step follows legal and conservation guidelines. Successful bear hunting demands careful preparation and a calm approach. Hunters must keep an appropriate distance to observe the animal without startling it. In dense forest, they move slowly, paying attention to the slightest rustle of leaves while searching for a spot where their scent will not drift toward the bear. Large tree trunks and rocky outcrops often become strategic hiding places during those tense, decisive moments. Before setting out, hunters thoroughly review all permits, ammunition, and equipment to make sure everything meets updated regulations.
The hill a bit, see if we couldn't locate him, but I didn't get a bear of this trip, but I'm
They study access routes, seasonal rules, and quota changes to minimize risks and comply with conservation laws.
From there, I did not know what happened.
Careful planning is essential in preventing mistakes that could lead to dangerous or illegal situations. Across Texas, the journey of farmers and hunters has always been one of constant vigilance. They work tirelessly to protect their land and livelihood from the growing presence of bears. If you enjoy following dramatic stories about people facing the raw power of nature, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss future adventures. On a cold morning in the forests of Alaska, people woke up to find their front doors smashed open, the siding clawed apart like it had been cut with knives, and giant paw prints the size of dinner plates stamped all over the yard. All signs pointed to one shocking truth. A full-grown black bear had broken into the neighborhood during the night. And what's even more surprising is that in Florida alone, residents have reported more than 99,000 calls in less than 2 decades about black bears showing up in backyards, digging through trash cans, tearing up chicken coops, or damaging houses.
It wasn't.
In some areas, the losses reach hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. So what exactly is happening with a species we used to think lived deep in the wilderness?
He said there was another bear in his yard. He said he tried to scare them off.
For decades, the North American black bear has been seen as a symbol of the wild. But as their numbers have surged, they've been moving closer to people than ever before. In Pennsylvania, during just one hunting season in 2020, more than 3,600 black bears were taken. A massive number, yet still not enough to slow their expansion. In many states, black bears show up near schools, neighborhoods, and fruit greenhouses. Heavy-duty trash cans get flipped over. Chicken coops are torn apart. And sometimes, residents can only watch the damage pile up with no real way to stop it. Hunting black bears is not a pastime. It's tightly regulated. Each year, depending on population conditions, states issue anywhere from just over 1,000 to nearly 2,000 permits. Hunters must pass safety tests and understand bear behavior, terrain, weather, and proper approach methods. One bad shot doesn't just wound a bear, it can turn it into a direct, life-threatening danger to anyone nearby. Black bear hunts usually start at first light. In the forests of Alaska or British Columbia, hunters climb rocky slopes, cross icy streams, and follow bear tracks still wet with morning dew. Black bears are incredibly cunning. They leave few signs, move constantly, and react lightning fast. Many hunters say they track scratch marks on tree trunks, streaks of fat left on bark, or piles of scat with corn kernels still in them. All clues that a bear recently raided a nearby field. When closing in on a target, the biggest challenge is distance. Black bears have a sense of smell up to 7 times stronger than a hound's. One shift in the wind is enough to make them disappear instantly. That's why hunters usually stay on higher ground or position themselves downwind. The preferred weapons are large-caliber rifles like the .30-06 Springfield or .300 Winchester Magnum, powerful enough to punch through thick muscle and keep the bear from escaping into the forest, where recovering the carcass becomes nearly impossible. Fall is the best time of year. As bears start packing on fat for winter, they travel farther and search for food more aggressively, giving hunters more chances to spot them. Winter, however, brings a different set of challenges. Fresh snow makes bear tracks easy to see, but it also makes hunters stand out if they're not wearing proper camouflage. And every step on the snow can create just enough noise to alert a bear. In states like New Jersey and Pennsylvania, data shows that black bear harvest rates sit at only about 12 to 15% each year. That means even with thousands taken, the population keeps growing thanks to strong reproduction, abundant food, and expanding habitat. And that's exactly why regulated hunting has become an important tool to reduce conflicts and prevent the dangerous situations residents have been dealing with for years. Even though it's controversial, black bear hunting is still widely supported in places where intrusions keep rising. People understand that once bears start seeing neighborhoods as a food source, the conflicts will only get worse. And with hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage each year, plus more than 100,000 intrusion reports, managing their population is no longer optional. It's necessary if both people and bears are going to coexist safely. What do you think is the most effective way to reduce future conflicts between people and black bears? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to keep following intense survival stories and wildlife encounters like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next videos.
Let us return to Japan in 2024, a time when bear intrusions surged dramatically. In that year alone, authorities recorded 285 cases of bears entering homes, a 35% increase from 2023. Imagine yourself in a quiet rural town, sipping your morning coffee, when suddenly a 540-kilogram brown bear bursts through the kitchen window. It tears open the refrigerator, grabs anything it wants, and causes damage reaching $115,000. Broken glass spreads across the floor, and household appliances are nearly destroyed. Things grew even more chaotic. A hunter from the previous season recalled the moment he realized he was only 16 yards, about 45 meters, from a massive 1,400-pound creature weighing roughly 630 kilograms. He ran while shouting at the top of his lungs, later admitting he should have spotted the animal from miles away. As these close-call incidents became more frequent, the Japanese government took action. They introduced a 3-day safety training program for hunters. You must be at least 21 years old, pass a strict physical test, score at least 85% in a live fire shooting exam, and prove you have completed at least 2 solid seasons of big game hunting. These requirements are not just administrative steps. They exist to create necessary balance, keeping inexperienced and careless shooters away. Hunters play a role in managing bear populations, protecting both wildlife and the people living in the mountains. But in Japan, the situation works a bit differently. Large forests only open for bear hunting during shortage periods, usually from September to November. Each hunter receives only 1 tag per season for either a black bear or a brown bear. That single tag turns every hunt into a strategic match. 1 move, 1 chance, and the stakes could not be higher. Brown bear hunting in 2023 was far from a free-for-all. States issued around 1,500 rules and stacked them into a strict legal framework. If you want meat in the freezer or a hide on the wall, You must follow every regulation. You need to know exactly where hunting is allowed and where it is not. In units with 700 to 800 bears, a forest manager must accompany every hunt without exception. Only approved ammunition is permitted, and young bears must never be targeted. In bear hunting, distance is your closest ally. This is not a sprint. It is a slow, deliberate game requiring patience, skill, and deep respect for a creature capable of ending everything in an instant. Like the forest itself, every step must be light and always downwind. When you spot a bear, you must immediately move with the wind and conceal yourself in brush, low ground, or a dark patch of forest so it never detects you. Shot placement determines everything. A precise hit will bring the animal down instantly. A poorly placed shot can turn a 600-pound creature into a roaring freight train charging straight toward you. Seasons, quotas, or restricted areas can change overnight. You must constantly check the state wildlife website, especially before departure. Preparation and understanding the rules are more than advantages. They define the line between a memorable story and becoming a whispered cautionary tale in hunting camps. Do it right, and you return home with meat in the freezer, a hide on the wall, and a story everyone wants to hear. In the mist-covered mountains of North America, a single gunshot cracked through the cold morning air and echoed across the valleys. Moments later, a massive black bear collapsed onto the forest floor, leaving behind a heavy silence that seemed to swallow every sound.
Got him.
From a distance, these bears may look calm and slow, but anyone who has stood close to one knows how deceiving that appearance can be. A fully grown bear can weigh well over 600 pounds, towering like a moving wall of fur and muscle. Its body is built for power, and the curved claws at the end of its paws can tear through wood, bone, or anything unfortunate enough to be in its path. Facing such a creature is not something to take lightly. Their senses are just as intimidating as their physical strength. Their eyes pierce through dense foliage, their ears detect even the faintest rustle in the treetops, and their sense of smell can follow a trail carried by the faintest breeze. They move through the forest as if they were born from it, perfectly attuned to every shift in the wind and every whisper of the wild. To cross paths with a black bear is not only a physical danger, but also a test of one's nerves and respect for nature. Even veteran hunters, those who have spent decades wandering the backcountry, understand that these animals demand absolute caution. In recent years, black bear populations have grown steadily across the continent, and encounters have become more frequent. People living near forested areas often wake to find tracks near their barns or hear stories of bears wandering close to rural homes. Tension rises with every new sighting, reminding communities that the balance between humans and wildlife is fragile. As the number of bears increased, state agencies were forced to enforce stricter wildlife management practices. Controlled hunting seasons were introduced to help stabilize the population and protect ecological balance. These seasons typically begin in late fall, when the forest canopy shifts into deep shades of gold and crimson. Many hunters rely on powerful rifles to maintain a safe distance, but raw firepower alone is never enough. A poorly placed shot can turn the hunter into the vulnerable one in an instant. Approaching a bear requires patience and absolute precision. Hunters move slowly, making each step deliberate and silent while keeping far enough away to avoid alerting the animal. One mistake in the thick forest can lead to consequences no one wants to face. A wounded black bear can charge with astonishing speed, leaving almost no time for reaction. That is why many hunters choose vantage points far from the bear to increase their chances of a clean, safe shot.
Reload. Up. Hit him again.
Tracking a bear can take hours, sometimes demanding a journey over fallen logs, across frozen streams, and up rugged slopes. Every year, tens of thousands of black bears are legally harvested across North America, with the exact numbers shifting depending on conservation goals and local population trends. But the numbers tell only part of the story. Deep within the wilderness, hunters often rely on their most loyal partners, their hounds. These dogs are trained for endurance, bravery, and exceptional scent detection. Their noses can pick up the scent of a bear from remarkable distances, allowing them to chase, surround, and guide the animal toward a safer position for the hunter. Sometimes, the bear is pushed into climbing a tall oak or pine, giving the hunter a chance to approach without putting themselves directly in harm's way.
Dead bear.
In the end, this is not just a tale about hunting. It is a story about how people continue to adapt and coexist with a powerful species that has roamed these forests long before humans arrived. If you want to follow more raw, real stories from the wild, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next.